Confessions of a Hypnotist If Walls Could Talk. How do I, as a hypnotist, get my clients to reveal their deepest, darkest, hidden secrets? I'm going to reveal that and more in today's video. And hey, in case you're new to me, welcome to the conversation. If you're not new, welcome back. Great to have you back. My name is Dan Candell. I'm known worldwide as the Anxiety Relief Guy, and it's my job to help people with high-functioning anxiety unfuck their mind and uplift their life. I usually work with entrepreneurs, executives, CEOs, business professionals, and athletes to help them overcome self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, mental blocks, so that way they can perform better without resistance, without unnecessary stress, without anxiety, and without overwhelm, which means they're operating at a much higher level, which means they're happier, which means they might be making more money, closing more deals, whatever it is, it helps them feel more successful. So you're not here for that right now, though. You're here because you want to learn my secrets of how I get my clients to reveal their secrets. I'm going to reveal that and more right now. So what happens usually is a client will start working with me, and in order to work with me, I have to gain rapport with them very quickly, and I have to get them to feel comfortable with me so they feel comfortable spilling their guts, literally revealing it all, so that way I can help them a lot faster. Now, this is something I don't have the luxury of working with people with talk therapy through years and years and years. And there are some people that when they go to therapy, they have an instant wall up. And it's like sometimes the therapist spends a great deal of time in a number of sessions just chipping on that hard exterior to get through their shell. And I do that in a matter of about 10 minutes of the first session, so that way people just blah, because the more I know, the more I can help them. However, I also practice what we call content-free hypnosis. So can I help a person without them even giving me any details of what they need help with? Absolutely, I can help them with that. It's just a slightly different process. So now you're like, okay, Dan, stop talking. We want you to reveal your secrets of how you get secrets. So here it is. Number one, I've got to gain instant rapport with people. I've got to gain instant rapport, which means they have to feel comfortable, they have to trust me, and they have to feel really safe with me. And if I was going to get secrets from someone right off the bat, I might say something like this to my client sitting right there. In fact, let me do this. Let me spin you around. Actually, no, it's going to spin you around. So it's like you're watching me from the recliner. I'm not going to do that because I don't have the lighting hooked up for that. That would be a little bit of a mess. And then you might get sick going around in circles. We're not going to do that. So here's what happens. A client might be sitting in front of me, or we might be on Zoom, because a lot of my clients are on Zoom, or it might even be a group. And usually when I'm working one-on-one with people, this is when I'll use this strategy, and I'll say something like this. You know, a lot of people actually, they think hypnosis is either mind control, or they might think hypnosis is like a truth serum. They think they're going to reveal all their deep, dark, hidden secrets. Newsflash, you're not. But even if you did, this is a place to do it because it's a really safe place. So with that said, you might be wondering if I can help you, or if I can get you to reveal your hidden secrets. And first I'm going to ask you, like, do you have deep, dark secrets? And most people say, like, I have secrets. And I'll ask them this, like what? And then, so believe it or not, that works, just asking people, okay? But that's more of what I call a DRT, a dirty, rotten trick. I learned that term from one of my mentors, Jerry Kine. He used to say all these DRTs, dirty, rotten tricks. But is that a real way to get secrets out of people? No, not really, because there's still going to be wall and exterior there. So what I have to do is I have to get people to feel comfortable with me. And I really have to get people to feel a level of compassion and trust and safe. And that safety is so important. And now, different strokes for different folks. There are always going to be some people that no matter what, they put up a barrier, they have this hard shell, this exterior, and sometimes it can take a a whole session to get through that exterior. However, I let people know that this is a safe place. So you're probably watching this video, perhaps looking for how I hypnotize people to reveal all their deep, dark, hidden secrets. You might be looking for my hypnotic secrets of how I persuade or manipulate people to spill it all and to reveal it all. But it's really not about that. What it's about is creating just a really safe, comfortable environment for my clients. And like I said, I just do that by having a connection with them. And when they have and they feel this connection, and part of it is like authenticity, and part of it is just being totally heart-centered and allowing clients to feel so safe here, they do reveal the deep, dark shit about what they're going through that they feel ashamed of or embarrassed by if other people knew them. And this isn't something that happens like in an instant. It happens because I expose my clients to a series of interactions with me, so that way they feel ready and they feel like they know who I am and they really know me on a personal and a professional level. You see, I think it is utter bullshit when therapists hide behind this professional veil. I think it's complete baloney when professional coaches hide behind this mask and they don't reveal anything about their personal lives. They don't reveal anything about themselves or who they are. And I'm like, bitch, my client is about to reveal all this stuff to me. Why would I not let them get to know me? So I will reveal sometimes a little bit about who I am as a person. I'm not going to try and hide everything because I don't want people to think that they're being exposed. So I'm going to let them know I feel comfortable with them, so that way I don't feel exposed either. And it's really this deep connection. It really grinds my gears when people who are in the professional light like wear this mask constantly and they feel like they have to hide behind that professional shield. Now, I will say this though, there is a very fine line behind sharing something with a client and sharing too much with a client. Like, for example, if my client is revealing a lot about their sex life or a lot about sexual difficulties or performance issues that they're having, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, my sex life is perfect. I'm not going to sit here and disclose everything about my sex life because that's personal. That shit's personal, and they're here so that way I can help them with that. Now, I may share experiences with them. I also may share experiences that other clients have shared with me as well. So there's like a fine line between what we're sharing and how it's shared as well. And the whole thing is like my clients feel comfortable with me because I feel comfortable with them. And I'm not going to take on a client that I do not feel comfortable working with. I'm not going to take on a client that I don't enjoy. And you know what? I'm not even going to talk to people that I know I'm not going to enjoy interacting with. There are some people that comment on my videos and I'm looking at their comment, I'm like, based on their comment, and it's like a backhanded comment, like a backhanded compliment. I'm reading their comment, I'm like, based on their comment, this person might be a giant douche canoe, and I just don't feel like taking that energy into my space, because first impressions are first impressions. And often those first impressions are really key to what you are about to get. And people say you can't judge a book by its cover. Well, sometimes you can. And sometimes the context or the content of the book is indicative of what's on the front cover. And it's not just the design of the front cover, it's also the title. So it's also like an energetic feel too that I get from my clients. I use a lot of heart-centered approaches with the people that I use and the clients I'm using. So you're probably watching this because you're like, I want to learn how to get secrets out of people, and I want to learn how to perhaps manipulate people into getting them to share a lot with me. And are there strategies to do that? And yes, there are strategies to do that. Fortunately, I don't really have to use them that much. Now, you might be wondering, what are some strategies to do that? Well, the biggest strategy that is the most effective is just building and gaining rapport. But that rapport, it has to be authentic and it has to be genuine. There's something that we call kissing baby syndrome, and it's where you basically adjust your opinion of things or your mindset about things so that way you can just agree with people. And kissing baby syndrome is like going to every single kid and going like, oh my gosh, your baby is so cute. Oh my gosh, your baby is so cute. Oh my gosh, your baby is so cute. And then you turn around to somebody else and you say, oh, those three kids, they were like freaking baked potatoes. Like they looked like wrinkly old men. Like so we don't do false rapport. Like every single thing that I'm working with working on my clients with, and even the people in my group, we have a connection, and that connection is authentic and it's genuine. And that's how you get people to reveal it all. And I don't even do this with the intention to get secrets from people. I don't do this with the intention to say like, okay, open up your kimono and let me see everything you got. I don't do it with that intention. I do it with the intention to be authentic, to be genuine, and to help people. There are those people out there, they want to know everybody's secrets. Why? Why? If you're watching this video because you have an intention to manipulate or coerce someone to divulge their secrets to you, why? Why do you want to know if they have secrets or what secrets they have? Unless it's in the context of like a relationship and you're like, I want to know if my spouse is cheating on me, or I want to know like what they really think about you. Well, if you want to know that, then you want to make them feel safe. You want to make them feel open. I've actually had a lot of couples that I've worked with in the context of a session, and they say, I just feel really comfortable opening up to you about this. I've had teenagers come out as gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans. I've had teenagers come out to their entire families here that I've helped them because they take that same feeling of heart-centered and love and compassion and they bring it into the family and they really feel it in that family. So my advice to you, if you're wanting to get secrets out of people, I would question your intention as to why you want to get secrets out of people. And also, I would make sure that the person that you're trying to get closer to, that they feel closer to you because you let that connection happen. And you don't always hide behind that fear of being found out. And a lot of the professionals I work with a lot of CEOs, executives, like top-level people, even news anchors, and sometimes politicians who have performance anxiety. And you know what it always boils down to? It boils down to a fear of being found out. The thing is, though, most of these people have nothing to be found out about other than they share the human experience. They have a human experience. And most of what I work with people on when they're experiencing performance anxiety is to just be more authentic, more open, more genuine, so that way you can influence the best in other people. A lot of people I work with, they do have performance anxiety. And one of the first things I share with them is maybe you want to share it with people that work with you. Maybe you want to share it with some of your employees, because they're not going to look down at you. They're actually going to realize that, wow, you're struggling with something that almost every human struggles with. And that makes you more real, and that helps you connect with people more. So we took a long time to get to this part, but the more real you are, the more authentic and open-hearted you are, the more of a connection you have with others, and the more people feel like they can open up to you. So with that said, my friends, that's how you get people to reveal it all to you, to expose it all to you. There's got to be some give and take here. There's got to be some back and forth. Hey, if you're struggling with something, if you're struggling with a mental block, if you sometimes feel like your mind is fucked up and you need to unfuck your mind and embrace your inner badass, if you're struggling with self-sabotage, or if you're struggling with even limiting beliefs or even limiting stress and anxiety, and you feel like your world is getting smaller or you just want to expand, hit me up. Let me know and fill out an application that's actually below the video. It's in the notes in the description below this video. Fill out an application. I review all applications personally, and then I can send you what the next step would be. As always, my friends, be well, do good, be true to who you are. Happy healing. I'll see you in the next one.